Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt truly steady on your feet? Not just standing, but moving through your day with strength, confidence, and ease. For many adults over 60, the shift happens so slowly it's easy to miss. You reach for the railing a little more. You tire out faster from chores that used to feel easy. And sometimes you avoid certain tasks not because you can't, but because you're just not sure anymore. Most people blame age. And while that's partly true, it's not the full story. After decades of working with older adults, here's what I've seen again and again. One of the biggest reasons for this quiet decline in strength isn't aging, it's muscle loss. And the foods we rely on every day. They often don't give us what our muscles truly need. You might think you're eating enough protein. But if it's not the right kind, in the right form, at the right time, your body can't use it properly. Especially as you get older. The good news. You don't need powders or big meals. Sometimes the most powerful muscle support comes in something as simple and surprising as cheese. Today I'll show you 3 specific cheeses that can help fight muscle loss after 60 gently, naturally, and in ways that support your strength without overwhelming your system, especially the last one, which works while you sleep. Welcome to Fit and Healthy Seniors, where staying strong and independent doesn't have to be complicated. If that sounds good to you, hit subscribe because we're just getting started. Let's begin with number 1, ricotta. If your legs ache longer after a short walk, if your arms feel heavy just carrying groceries, or if you wake up sore from chores that never used to bother you, your muscles are sending a warning. They're not repairing the way they should. And for adults over 60, that slow recovery is one of the earliest signs of muscle loss. This is where ricotta cheese quietly becomes a secret weapon. Most people only think of it as something you layer in lasagna, soft, creamy, familiar. But hidden inside is one of the fastest acting proteins your body can get, whey protein. And whey matters because as we age, our bodies don't respond to protein the same way they did at 30 or 40. A chicken breast might not trigger much muscle repair anymore. But whey protein. It hits your muscles fast, delivering the amino acids needed to rebuild and recover. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging found that older adults who added whey protein daily showed noticeable improvements in muscle recovery and balance within just 12 weeks. Even small servings made a difference. And ricotta isn't just powerful, it's gentle. Lower in salt, easy to digest, and far less heavy than meats or shakes, making it ideal for seniors with smaller appetites or sensitive stomachs. Add ricotta to mashed sweet potatoes, spread it on whole grain toast with fruit, or enjoy it plain with a drizzle of honey before bed. Have you ever eaten ricotta as a snack, instead of just in pasta-type ricotta remix, if you're willing to try? And speaking of nighttime, tomorrow's video will dive into one powerful evening food that helps stop muscle loss while you sleep. If you've ever wondered how to wake up feeling stronger instead of weaker, you won't want to miss that one. But ricotta isn't the only cheese with muscle power. The next one is mild nutty and often overlooked, yet it can quietly strengthen your body in ways most people never expect. Moving on to number 2, Swiss cheese. If you wake up feeling stiff, if your legs feel heavy before the day even begins, or if you're running out of steam. Halfway through your morning, your muscles may be running on empty. And that's where Swiss cheese can quietly change the game. Most people think of it as just a slice for sandwiches. Mild, nutty, full of holes. Nothing special. But inside it carries a slow, steady stream of protein and nutrients that older bodies desperately need. Just one slice of Swiss delivers about 8 grams of complete protein, plus calcium, and vitamin B12, both essential for muscle contraction balance, and even sharp thinking. And because Swiss is naturally lower in salt than many other cheeses, it's gentler on the heart, and kidneys too. It also contains CLA conjugated linoleic acid, a natural fatty acid that research links to reduced inflammation and improved muscle metabolism in older adults. In plain words, less stiffness, more stamina, better recovery from the everyday work your body still does. Frank, our 68-year-old mechanic, used to skip breakfast altogether. Once he started adding a slice of Swiss to his morning eggs, the difference was clear. His legs didn't ache as quickly when climbing stairs, and by the afternoon he still had energy left instead of crashing. Add Swiss to your breakfast toast, melt it over vegetables, or enjoy it with whole grain crackers. It's a simple way to give your muscles the steady fuel they're asking for. And now the last cheese. The one that may be the most powerful of all, because it keeps working while you sleep. Next up is number 3. Cottage cheese. Picture this. You go to bed feeling fine, but by morning your body feels stiffer, weaker, like someone quietly drained the strength out of your muscles while you slept. That's not just getting older. That's your muscles starving overnight. And this is where cottage cheese, humble, lumpy, often ignored, becomes a quiet powerhouse. Inside, it's loaded with casein protein, a slow-digesting fuel that works like an IV drip for your muscles. Instead of burning out in an hour, casein trickles amino acids into your bloodstream all night long. While you sleep, instead of breaking down muscle, your body is actually repairing it. Even more impressive, cottage cheese is one of the richest natural sources of leucine, the amino acid that flips the switch and tells your body build muscle now. After 60, that switch gets harder to flip. You need more leucine to spark the same repair, and cottage cheese delivers it in spades. Research confirms this. Older adults who ate casein protein before bed didn't just sleep, they woke up with better muscle retention, stronger legs, and fewer aches, even if they didn't change anything else. For Frank, our retired mechanic, this was the missing piece. He swapped his nightly cookie for a small bowl of cottage cheese with cinnamon. Within weeks, his joints ached less at night, and he woke up with a surprising burst of energy ready to take on the day. Have a half cup about an hour before bed. Add berries, a drizzle of honey, or blend it into a smoothie if the texture bothers you. And now you've seen how 3 simple cheeses can fight muscle loss in 3 different ways: quick recovery, steady daytime fuel, and overnight repair. But there's still one more cheese to uncover. One that doesn't just feed your muscles, but also heals your gut, making every bite of protein you eat more effective. And finally, number 4, Feta cheese. This cheese wears a reputation. It looks light, it tastes tangy, and it's often sprinkled on salads as just a garnish. But under the crumble, it's one of the most underestimated foods for strength after 60. We're talking about feta cheese, the crumbly fermented classic that's been eaten for centuries in Mediterranean diets. But here's what most people don't realize. Feta isn't just about flavor. Thanks to fermentation, it's naturally packed with probiotics, the friendly bacteria that help keep your gut balanced. And when your gut works better, your body absorbs more protein, calcium, and other nutrients that your muscles need to stay strong. Just 1 ounce of feta delivers around 5 grams of protein and a powerful dose of calcium. And because it's lower in fat than many other cheeses, it gives you those benefits without the heavy feeling that turns many older adults away from dairy. A 2023 study from the Journal of Gerontology found that seniors with healthier gut bacteria not only digested food more effectively, but also maintained higher muscle mass and stronger immunity compared to those with weaker microbiomes. And it gets better. Because feta is soft and tangy, it blends easily with vegetables, eggs, or grains, making it one of the simplest ways to sneak in muscle support without changing your meals dramatically. If you want to use feta the right way, here's what to look for. Choose authentic feta made from sheep or goat's milk. Avoid overly processed feta-style crumbles. Store in brine for freshness and probiotic power. Have you ever thought of feta as more than just a salad topping? If not, you might be missing out on one of the easiest tools for muscle and gut health after 60. But now let's bring it all together, because when you combine ricotta, Swiss cottage, and feta, the picture of muscle health after 60 becomes much clearer. We've covered a lot today, and I hope you can see now just how powerful something as simple as cheese can be when it's chosen with care. 4 types of cheese: ricotta, Swiss cottage, and feta, each bring something unique to your strength and health after 60. Ricotta offers fast recovery with whey protein, helping your muscles bounce back after everyday activity. Swiss provides steady fuel and key nutrients like B12 and calcium to keep you energized through the day. Cottage cheese delivers slow-release casein, protein, repairing and protecting your muscles while you sleep. And feta supports your gut with probiotics, making every bite of protein more effective for your body. On their own, each cheese has a benefit. But when you choose them intentionally, rotating them through your meals, pairing them with vegetables, fruits, or whole grains, they become more than just food. They become part of a rhythm, a daily ritual of care that helps your body stay strong, balanced, and resilient as the years go by. And the bigger message here is this: aging doesn't mean giving up. It means adapting, listening, and choosing smarter, one small step at a time. Yes, your metabolism has shifted. Yes, your muscles don't recover as quickly as before. But that doesn't mean you've lost control. You still have influence over how your body feels and how much independence you hold on to. Even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, your cells are still listening. Your muscles, your bones, your digestion, they still respond to nourishment. And something as simple as a small bowl of cottage cheese at night, or a sprinkle of feta on your salad at lunch, can quietly rebuild the strength you thought was gone. So if you take one thing from this video, let it be this: you're not too old and it's not too late. Choosing the right foods isn't about perfection. It's about giving your body a little more of what it needs and a little less of what wears it down. Thank you for spending this time with us here at Fit and Healthy Seniors, where we believe healthy aging should feel simple, doable, and hopeful. If this message encouraged you, give this video a like, share it with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next science-backed, heart-centered tip for living well over 60. In our next video, we'll be talking about one evening food you can eat before bed to stop muscle loss while you sleep. If you've ever wished you could wake up stronger instead of weaker, this is a video you won't want to miss. I can't wait to share it with you. So I'll see you in the next video.